Hi, I'm Matt.
And I'm Bethany.
And we are from Club Sapphire, and we are in the Virgin Room.
Yes.
This is actually a pretty fun room to record because we just know that like just minutes ago there were people in here that were just coming in for the first time, and this is where they give like the intro.
Yes.
And it's
you get the rundown of the rules.
And there's a lot of new people here this evening, so it's kind of exciting that you see that there's people that have never been to a lifestyle club before, and they are excited to be here. And
some of them have a deer in the headlights kind of look. Like
deer in the head.
See everything.
Yeah, it is interesting that it's usually you can spot new people pretty easy just because they're just like, whoa, I can't believe I'm here, and there's people like having sex right over there in that back room.
Yeah.
And
those are the ones that they come back and they're like, what? Is this really happening?
And they end up usually having a pretty damn good time.
If only just to see that actually happens in real life.
Yes, it does. It does. And actually, Sapphire it just won an award again for the best lifestyle club in the West, which is
I didn't know that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's because it's a hugely popular place. If you haven't been here yet, you definitely have to put it on your list. And if you're a lot of people watch this from all over the country and outside of the country, and have never been to Sapphire before. So
it's a great thing about social media.
Exactly. If you're a fan on YouTube or whatever it might be, or Facebook or something like that.
If you're ever in the Seattle area, definitely come and visit. It's worth it.
Yes, absolutely. And we really appreciate the fact that people are really liking our videos. And I've talked to so many people, and I keep hearing every single time we come here, they tell us about some new couple who showed up because they watched these videos and they were like, well, those people seem like pretty normal people. And
I wouldn't say I'm completely normal, but
well, yeah, but you're not like I don't think either one of us would scare people away in the sense that there's the stereotypes of swingers.
Yeah.
That you see in movies and TV shows. I only have one necklace. I don't have like a whole bunch of gold chains on my neck, that type of thing. And so yeah, we're pretty okay people.
Maybe I need to get you some more necklaces.
Yeah, that's right. My mustache is just kind of my 70s porn stashes.
Well, if you had a porn stash, you would kind of match my outfit tonight.
That's true. You got kind of the 70s disco, 70s, 60s disco thing going on. That's actually really, really hot. And unfortunately, I can't see any of the bits that I'd like to.
I kind of have to keep my hand right here because otherwise the video will get it.
Right, and that wouldn't be good. That'd be terrible. Terrible.
It'd be terrible to have this black spot that you have to put into the video.
That's right, the little rectangle, the little black rectangle. Yeah.
No, censorship. I don't want you to censor me now.
I haven't had to do that yet. But you never know what could happen. And we were actually just talking about. I think we mentioned it before that we'd love to do some of these videos live too. Yeah. From the club when the club is open and when there's a big crowd here that you can hear kind of in the background and then
I think we'll announce it before we do it.
Yeah.
Then we're going to do it so you guys can tune
in. And we'll have people who can ask us questions live while we're recording, and who knows where the conversation might go, because apparently people really like the fact that we're just kind of answering these questions that people have about the lifestyle or about sex or about us.
I just had somebody when I was just out there came up to me randomly and they're like, "Can I touch your butt?" Hey, those questions are fine too. Thank you for asking.
That's right. You just asked. Did you know this person?
No.
They liked your butt and they just wanted to touch your butt.
I don't blame them. I like my butt.
A lot of people I like your butt as well. Yeah. Apparently, whoever that was liked it.
Yeah.
That's good. It's good. It never hurts to ask. That's
exactly.
That's definitely a problem that a lot of people have when they're new to the lifestyle.
Oh yeah, they're afraid to ask.
They're afraid to ask lots of things. They're afraid to ask. They're afraid to start a conversation, even though that other couple might be kind of eyeing you across the room, and they're just as nervous as you are.
Yep.
That it's okay to actually go and start a conversation just like you would anywhere. And then you never know what could happen. But it's also very difficult to get to that point of asking to go into the back, too. That's probably one of the hardest things, and we've talked about that in the past, but it is a problem that people have, and it really just takes...
But being here at the club, you don't have to go in the back.
But...
So.
that is a goal to a lot of people. That's generally my goal, is to go in the back because
I had no idea.
I know, right? I'm just here to socialize. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So you ready to get some of these questions answered? Okay.
Sure.
All right. Okay. Here. Okay, you can pick the first one.
You seem like you're like trying to push one on me because you make it taller than the other.
All right.
Bethany, do you care if a guy is cut or not?
If a guy is cut or not, huh?
I prefer it. I do.
If he's circumcised?
Yes.
Why is that?
I enjoy giving blowjobs and having uncut. It's like having that extra skin. I enjoy this. I enjoy the feeling of cut in my mouth, at least.
Okay. All right.
And the rest of me, though, it doesn't make too much of a difference as far as like sex wise.
So would you turn a blowjob down if
No. I don't turn down blowjobs.
No, you really don't. You really don't.
Well, I need to keep my skills up to par.
Sure.
So.
Well, I would think so. I as a guy, I've never really paid much attention. Is the technique different of a blowjob if the guy is cut or not?
I would have a little bit of a different technique, yes.
Okay, well, because you have to kind of pull back the skin, I guess. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And as far as like my tongue going across the shaft and such, extra skin, yeah.
Oh, okay. Different. Okay, all right. Because I know that...
that's a personal preference. Other people might not care.
Sure. Well, I know that in the United States, I don't know if most guys are cut, but I mean, I think you probably run into that more than not, right?
What, that guys are cut?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, but I've been with plenty of people that are uncut, too.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I don't pay much attention because I'm a guy and I'm not.
And you're circumcised, so.
And I am circumcised, and well,
that's just your norm.
Yeah.
You don't even think about it.
Well, it was interesting because I hear the conversation come up about like with kids, for example. Should you circumcise your kids? Because it used to be
I have a friend that's like in the lifestyle, and he's 46,
okay.
And he just got his circumcision.
No way.
Yeah.
No effing way.
Absolutely.
Was he like out? Was he like, did they...
For like 6 weeks.
No, I meant...
Did they put him under?
Did they put him... Because, shit, I would not be awake for that.
I believe they did put him to sleep for it.
Man, because I just got... I got my...
Actually, no. I think they just did general anesthesia, or like the topical.
Man, yeah, I mean, I guess if you're brave enough to do that. I mean, I had my... I got fixed last year. That's the technical term for it. I mean, it was
completely technical.
it was frightening. It was a frightening thing. I mean, it took me a long time to have the guts to actually say, okay, you guys can take needles and put them in places I was awake. But yeah, they give me the locals and. Are you giving me the look of, oh man, men aren't men, we give birth, all that kind of stuff, but.
Well, in order for me to get fixed, I have to be put completely under and have an actual surgery.
Oh, I understand, but this is what a lot of women don't understand is that men treat their penis. It's like a part of them. It's like.
No shit.
No. It's like you don't mess with it. Like it's a delicate. It's like our. It's like it's that important that Okay.
I think we're done on this conversation because this is not going to go to a good place for Matt.
All right. Okay, all right. I'll get the next one then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't look.
Oh, okay. Okay, Bethany. This is another Bethany question. Everybody was asking you for stuff. Okay. Bethany, have you ever performed a rusty trombone on someone? Would you like to?
I don't know what a rusty trombone is.
Rusty trombone. Let me see. I'm pretty sure that's the one where you are. Okay, so the guy's standing, all right, and you are behind him, and you are licking his butt while giving him a reach around. So it's like a trumpet, like it's a trombone, I guess it would be.
I'm not interested, but thank you anyway.
I appreciate the fact that someone would ask that question. I
do too. That's probably why I didn't know what it was, is because it's definitely not something that I would be interested in.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you're saying there are sex acts that you don't like to do?
Absolutely. I have my boundaries.
Okay, all right. So, well, I don't think this conversation has come up on here. So what are your thoughts on anal?
I have mixed emotions on it.
Okay.
I used to enjoy it before having kids, but now, since having kids, things down there have changed, and so I'm not as into it. I mean, I will still engage sometimes. I mean, it really depends.
Sure.
On the situation and how aroused I am.
All right.
Because if you're more aroused, I mean, things are gonna be looser.
Sure. Okay. Well, it's interesting because you and I talk a lot about like the things that you like to do and the things that you will do, but I don't think we really talk too much about the things that you don't like to do, like your boundaries. Okay. All right. So here's one.
What are some of your boundaries?
Oh, my boundaries? I don't like to receive anal either, so yeah.
There you go.
Boundaries, huh? I haven't really run into. I mean, like I said, I'm not that. I'm also not bisexual, so I'm not interested in particularly playing with other guys. Although I know a lot of people do, and more power to them. But other than that, no. We're just gonna have to find something that I'm not into.
Oh, I can find something really quick, I'm sure. Let's go try.
No. No. Oh, okay, now I'm a little concerned there. Yeah, no, I'd actually have to think about that because.
Are you going home with me tonight?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Well,
trial and error tonight.
Yeah, let's move on to something else because that I don't like. That's not. I don't know where that kind of went. Sorry, I'm a little flustered right there. While I'm sleeping, you're gonna have vegetables coming out or something.
Oh, good idea.
See, there's a boundary. See,
It
popped into my head. Yeah.
Oh, you don't want vegetables coming out of your ears and nose and orifices?
No. All right. Okay. Have you ever dressed like a schoolgirl and get your ass spanked?
Absolutely.
Absolutely not. I have not. That was.
I have this really great schoolgirl outfit. That's the kind of typical slutty schoolgirl outfit where it's like super duper short skirt and your ass is hanging out.
I haven't seen this outfit.
No, too bad because you missed the schoolgirl night.
I know. That's okay. That you can just wear it. You can, you could say this outfit is what we were saying, like 60s, kind of sexy 60s or 70s, whatever it might be. You can wear the schoolgirl outfit to any night. Wednesdays, Saturdays, Fridays, it doesn't matter. People love the schoolgirl outfit.
Well, maybe I will have to give it to you guys.
Okay, because it's interesting because the schoolgirl.
I can do it just for you too.
I would have no problem with that. Well, the schoolgirl outfit I have always found interesting. So when Bianca and I would go on these lifestyle cruises, they would always have as one of the theme nights a fetish night. Mm-hmm. And neither one of us were particularly into like the whole leather bondage thing until someone brought up the fact that fetish doesn't necessarily mean that.
Not BDSM, no. A fetish can be completely different.
Exactly. And
it can be a foot fetish.
Hard to dress up like for a foot fetish.
It's hard to dress up, but I mean, you can really like bedazzle your feet.
That's true. But it could also be dressing like a schoolgirl or dressing like or whatever. The normal things that you see, like sexy cop.
Well, yeah. Well, in any porn video that that's got acting and such, not any, but a lot of porn videos is they're role playing, and some of these role plays is based off of fetish.
Sure. Okay. What are your favorite role plays that you like to do? Like what I want to kind of hear these. I
will share them with you off camera.
Oh, wow. Okay. Something you won't see on camera. I'm liking this. Okay.
I don't need everybody to know about. They'd have to talk to me and find out.
Oh, okay. So if you see her here, then you can just ask that question.
Well, if we get into that kind of discussion, I mean, don't just come up to me and be like, what are your fetishes?
Sure. So dress up. Well, see now, so do you like it when guys dress up? Or do you not care either way?
I like it when guys look fantastic.
Sure.
It's so hot when a guy dresses in a tux.
Okay.
When a guy looks super dapper.
You haven't seen me in a tux yet.
I fucking melt.
Okay, all right.
It's like, let me get in your pants. Like, don't even pull them down. I want you to just unzip them, bring your cock out, and give you, like do it right there. Like,
I think I will be wearing a tuxedo. That's so funny because you know it's Bianca's exactly the same way, where it's like tuxedo, done. It's like in fact we actually, because it became kind of a running joke with our videos about that fact that she loves guys in tuxedos, that we'd actually go places and guys would literally be wearing a tuxedo to meet her because of that.
Oh.
So yeah, no, don't underestimate the power of these people watching these things. So apparently that's her thing too. So guys, tuxedo.
Yeah, it's hot.
Women love guys in tuxedos. All right. Yeah, there's not enough. I don't think there's enough.
Something like James Bondish about it. It's just really sexy.
Okay. Well, if we get tickets to the New Year's party, then I'll have to wear a tuxedo because that's tuxedo is New Year's is a perfect time to do that. So, yeah.
Or you can just do it anytime.
Okay, all right. So I'll wear my tuxedo. You wear your schoolgirl outfit. It won't match at all, but it's good.
That's okay.
It's good. Okay, maybe the next video we'll wear those for some reason, and try to focus.
Try to
actually have a conversation.
Really difficult.
Because this is actually I'm having a hard time just concentrating just because of this whole thing that's going on here. That if you were in a schoolgirl outfit, right. I probably could not record anything. So, all right. So let's see what else we got.
Let's see here. It's my turn to choose. I want to choose that one. It's a question for Matt.
Question for Matt. Okay.
Matt.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Bethany have sex with someone else? Mm-hmm. How did that feel?
Actually, surprisingly, since we've been together, I think I have once.
Have you?
When we went to we went to an orgy, we went to a camping orgy.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yeah, I think
we did a swap.
Yes.
In the tent.
Exactly.
Yes.
But wow, that's crazy.
Well, did you see while we were here at the club?
Oh, I guess you're right. I guess here at the club. I hadn't really thought about it, but okay, yeah. Apparently I've seen her have sex, and it apparently didn't even register. Didn't destroy me so much that I was like, no, because I didn't even think about it. How did it make me feel? I honestly, when you're in the lifestyle and you've been doing it for a while, or heck, maybe not even that, you find it, or at least I do anyway, and I think a lot of people do as well, that it's really hot to watch your significant other enjoy themselves. I think there's honestly to hear you have an orgasm and I'm just kind of sitting there watching or whatever. It's like, oh yeah, no, that's a good thing.
No, I agree. I find it extremely sexy when watching you have sex with somebody else. It makes me want to have sex with you, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
I'm just so turned on by it.
Yeah. No, that's one of the big things about swinging is that it is really hot to see things like that. It's just one of those things where you're like, wow, this is really good. I know many times that Bianca and I would be out and in an orgy situation or whatever, because she's a very loud person when she's having sex, when someone is pleasing her. So she kind of is well known as far as, oh, I hear Bianca having sex. Okay.
Oh yeah, I have quite a few friends like that. You can tell them by their screams.
Yeah, exactly. So and that's that's a great feeling. It's also one of those things that people will ask, and I will ask about, do you ever feel jealous of if someone is more attractive than
I think that
you?
Came up in another
video. Or if a guy is concerned about some other guy's penis being bigger than his or that type of thing, and it's like, no, those are good things. They're not bad things. It's like if you go and you find some guy out here and he ends up being some supermodel, then it's like, yeah, hey, you've got a supermodel, nice job. I shouldn't feel bad about that, because in the end we're still together, and that's what it's about. So if your wife or husband is going home with you, then that's what matters, right?
Yeah.
And it generally, it is true though that when you do see your significant other having sex with someone else, you end up having crazy sex afterward. It becomes
it's a bonding experience.
Yeah, and I definitely see that specific. I see that a lot with new couples, that when they first they get into it and they start seeing their spouse have sex with someone else, that like immediately after they're like, oh my God, we went home and we just had like crazy sex for 3 days because it was the hottest thing we ever did. We talked about it constantly, about just, oh my God, this girl was so beautiful and she did this thing to me, and it was just, and it's like, and just that thought and of all those things that are in your head just make it all so much better. And yeah, no, it actually improves. It can improve your sex, which is kind of cool. So, all right, we got time for one more.
Okay.
Oh, this is an interesting one. Do a lot of couples have rules about kissing others? So have you run into that one before? About kissing rules?
I haven't run into any kissing rules.
It's pretty rare that I've seen. The question is really boils down to, because some people when they're new will be like, I'll gladly have sex, but I don't want to kiss you.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, I see that with
I've
new
seen that
people
before, where yes,
I see that with people that are just kind of starting out and they're working on their rules that they have. And they're just saying, okay, well, let's keep kissing for us, my spouse and I, and we can do everything else, because kissing is such a romantic thing. But honestly, that one usually falls out the window pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Because kissing is part of sex.
Yeah.
And it's one of those.
Well, I mean, you can have. I've taken a course on kissing.
You've taken a course on kissing?
Well, it wasn't necessarily a course. It was just some offering, as far as like
just some guy on a corner somewhere.
No.
I'm totally teaching a class.
No. It was like at a sex event.
And okay.
It was about sensations. And,
all right.
And you practice kissing in different ways, as far as like, just barely touching somebody's, and you're really embracing the feelings that you're, and the sensations that you're feeling at that time for each different thing, like
right.
the tongue running across somebody's top lip,
mm-hmm.
Then the bottom lip, or so it can be a very sensual activity.
Oh, I never really thought too much about it. Well, I never thought about specifics like that. I mean, I think about kissing because kissing is super hot, but I never like
slow down.
Studied it.
Oh yeah, slow down. It's wonderful.
Yeah, and
foreplay.
it's well, that's the thing, is it's foreplay,
yeah.
And it's the first thing you see people do. I mean, even
people that you barely know, they'll come over and give you a kiss on. You might give you a kiss on the lips or a kiss on the cheeks, a small peck. I mean, it's also something that can be cultural.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
here specifically for the club.
Right. Well, yeah. So yeah, like I said, I've seen it with people when they're starting out, and it usually falls to the wayside pretty quickly. I'm gonna say I have run into that maybe one time where it was a couple that had actually been doing this for a while, and it was kind of, it actually caught like the group that we were with off guard. Like, really?
Did it kind of like mess with the flow?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Because it was so unusual.
You had to be very aware of.
Yes, because kissing isn't also only on the mouth either. If I'm with
they
someone,
have rules that you couldn't kiss them across their
chest,
that's
my point. Was that it was just like, oh, suddenly, wait, do I have to ask before? Can I kiss you on your shoulder? Is that okay? Can I? If I'm giving you oral, you could constitute kissing. I mean, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But it really boiled down to they just didn't want kissing on the mouth. But then there was the gray area of, what about the cheek or the nose? Well, the nose, but you know what I mean. And so it was weird. But like out of many couples, many times situations, one time that I can think of that we ran into that, and with a couple that had been doing this for a while. But I have seen though, as a side note, that sometimes because people, it is easy to get sick from all the kissing.
Yes.
Colds do tend to be rampant a bit. That people will often say, "I have a cold" or something like that, and maybe that's the way to get out of kissing people, or they actually have a cold. I don't know, but that.
Well, but even if no kissing rule is part of your rules with your partner, then stick to it, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely, and that can be a rule.
The people that you're around.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, because I mean, if that's your rule, that's perfectly fine. I don't think anyone judges anyone for any rules at all, because everyone has rules to some sort. Some of them are less common than others. I know we've mentioned one time in the past where we ran into a couple that would only give blowjobs with condoms, and it ended up being a kind of a bad experience because that was actually fairly unusual, and it was unusual for us. But doesn't make it bad. That was their rule. So as long as you're comfortable with everybody, or as everybody's comfortable with everybody's rules, then it's no big deal, as long as you're aware of that. So yeah. So, but kissing is good. Kissing is good. Do it. So, yeah. Give me one right here. Right here. Just right there. Okay. Okay, perfect. All right. Well, okay. So this was good. We answered a lot of questions. If you do have more questions for us, of course, you can always comment below, like something that you'd like us to talk about, or if you have some question, whether it's about swinging or about sex or about, of course, Club Sapphire, then do that below. And of course, follow Club Sapphire on Twitter. That's a Twitter ID right there. And of course, join the Facebook group. And check out their new website. That's kind of exciting. So go to clubsapphire.net and see all the new stuff that's on there. We're kind of excited because all these videos are getting put on there too. So it's a good time. And of course, check out clubsapphire.net to see what what events are coming up in the next few weeks and months. And hopefully we'll see you at one of those because we're here. And if you do run into us, come say hi if you see us because we're damn friendly people. And of course, you see somebody else, say hi to them too. Because
if you see me, come and ask if you can touch my butt.
Yeah, that's right. Say, hello, my name is such and such. You must be Bethany. Can I touch your butt? That'll be like the thing. Like people just kind of come up to you asking to touch your butt.
Okay.
She's perfectly okay with that. Perfect.
Well, I mean, you'll have to get the permission at the time.
Well, sure. But yes. But that you are free. If you can't think of anything else to say to her, just come up to her and say, hi, my name is such and such. Can I touch your butt, Bethany? And she can say yes or no.
Perfect icebreaker.
Butt grabbings. I like that. You know what? You can do that with me too. If you want to grab my butt, come and ask for it.
What if I came up to you and just said, hey, Matt, can I grab your junk?
Yeah, I would be okay with that too. Sure, yeah.
What if some random person did?
It depends on who it is. But 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be perfectly okay with that. So, because I like my junk touched. So, all right.
Didn't you just say that you protected?
What?
That you're very protective of your junk?
I'm very protective of my junk, but I don't have a problem with people touching it. No, that's why I'm here, so that people touch it. No, I don't want people doing anything dangerous to it, or something's going to hurt or whatever.
Oh my god. There's this whole scenario going through my head right now.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Now I'm a little afraid for my junk. Thank you.
No. No, it's funny.
Okay, good. All right. Anything else you want to say?
No, follow us on the YouTube or subscribe to our
YouTube subscribe to your YouTube channel, and of course, share this with your friends and all that kind of stuff. So the more people that see our videos, the more people that come to Sapphire, the more everybody is happy. So, all right. Well, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.